Okay, so we were talking about blades that are too tight, right? Okay, so generally speaking, you're going to want about 3 pounds of pressure. Some of your wide blades are going to have more like 3 1/4, 3.5 pounds. I know you probably don't have the equipment to properly check and see how many pounds that you have on a spring. This is just a trigger pull gauge that you can buy from a gun store or one of your outdoor. If they sell guns, they sell this. It's made to see how much tension there is on a trigger, and it allows you to see exactly in pounds how many pounds that is that it takes to pull a trigger. Well, we use this same situation here. Put it on there, and you pull back until the blade. Pull back until the blade moves, and then it moves, and you look at it and see 1, 2, 3.5. That's how many pounds we want. Let's say that this thing had too much spring tension on it. There's a very easy way to remove spring tension. I want you to be careful when you do this because you can't put spring tension back in there without taking the whole thing back apart, and there's a procedure to bend the spring back the other direction. But if you'll take a small flathead screwdriver, if your spring is or your clipper blade is too tight, your clipper won't actuate the clipper blade itself. Obviously it's too tight, so you need to bring the spring tension down. Really easy way to do that, you're going to take a flathead screwdriver and you're going to insert it right here. I'm trying to get it where you can see it really good. Inside where the socket and the spring come together right there, it's basically on the very top side of this screw. You're going to take a flathead screwdriver in there, and what you're going to do is you're just going to want to barely, and I'm talking barely, just push that though. Use a little flathead screw or a little wider screwdriver. Push it in there, and you're just going to want to barely pick that spring up. And what you'll see here, as I push up on this, watch the spring as it comes off of the clipper blade. Oh shoot! Sorry, I usually do this on the bench, but you see how it lifts up that spring? See it come off the top of that cutter right there, right here. It's going to want to bring it up just a little bit, and then we're going to go to the other side. We're going to bring it up just a little bit, and let's see now what we got spring tension wise. And I just put it in there and just tweak it a few times. You're not bending it, you're just tweaking it a few times. And sure enough, we are down to about 2.5 pounds, which this now it doesn't have enough spring tension. It was a little over, it was about 3.5. I took a pound out of it because I really kind of put some stuff. Like I say, it's a very gentle thing. You just put your flathead in there. It's going to barely give it a little bit of a tweak. You're going to just want to see it lift that spring on top, off the top of that cutter, just ever so slightly. And then try the other side. And then move your blade back and forth. Put it back on your clippers and see if it works. You can feel it back and forth, and you'll get an idea over time what 3 pounds feels like if you don't have the gauge. But I would suggest, if you have clipper blades, I would go down to the gun store and buy you a trigger pull thing so you can see how much pressure you have on your spring tension. I'd want to know if it was me, but I'm just like that, very analytical. Anyway, if you guys have any questions, feel free to give me a shout. I don't mind any questions about clipper blades or scissors. Have a great day.